it's always so much fun to go back to Blossom Street and Cedar Cove and wherever you want to take us. Which in fact that's the other thing. You're very prolific in your writing. My God, you've got obviously Summer on Blossom Street, and then next in the list is 92 Pacific Boulevard.
The 9th book in the series, and you can always tell because by the first number in the street address.
Right. Oh, very clever. Very
and
clever.
The year.
Yeah. Yeah.
The year, 'cause this is
very, very clever. Yeah. And then we have the Cedar Cove Cookbook that'll also be coming out. Is that a month right after? In September?
No, it's launching in September.
In September with the 92 Pacific Boulevard.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the book itself, the page proofs, and it was just beautifully done. The artwork is incredible. The recipes are wonderful. Yeah. And Charlotte, my character, who's compiling this for her granddaughter, has written little notes on the recipes for her granddaughter, like, you know, the bran muffins, these are great for the bowels, honey. Just really cute little things that I got this recipe at the wake of, you know, or how she got the recipe, and she ties it in with other characters. And, you know, if you're making this for Jack, don't put in raisins. He hates raisins. So little cute insider tips to the characters.
Yeah. Now, are you a big cook yourself? Do you enjoy playing around in the kitchen, trying new recipes?
Look at me, Sue. What do you think? Oh, I love recipes. In fact, I have the recipe file holder, you know, those little recipe holders that my mother had when she was a young wife. I have mine from high school, and for many years, well, about 5 years, many years ago now, back in the 80s, I mailed out my own recipe cookbooks to my readers. I compiled them because I had favorite recipes, and I remember the first one I did, I mailed out 350 of these as a Christmas gift to my readers.
Wow.
And I got back probably 300 responses that said, this is our family's favorite recipe. And so I just continued that until my list kept growing and growing, and it became cost prohibitive to do it.
At a certain point. Well, that's fun. So are you a baker more than an actual cook? Do you enjoy baking cookies and that sort of thing? Are you more into, you're just everything?
Yeah, I'm willing to try just about anything. I love the cooking shows. I know all the celebrity chefs from TV. And I love cooking with my grandkids. We did grandma camp last summer, and I brought the grandkids in and we cooked. You know, I taught them to knit, and we had fun.
Yeah. Well, that brings me to the other thing. So if you enjoy cooking, so that's one of your hobbies or pastimes, and of course you're writing all the time because you have 4 books coming out this year. So then you do knit, or was knitting just something that you enjoyed and thought would make a fun story, or are you a knitter?
Actually, I started knitting when I was 12. And it was instrumental in my life because I did so poorly in school and struggled so hard. I don't even know why I wanted to learn how to knit. And I really think it was a God thing because I pestered my mom all one summer to take me to the yarn store. And I went down, and there were all these old ladies who were, you know, probably 40. You know? And I learned how to knit, but I could do something that nobody else in my class could do. And when I was in the 8th grade, they actually had a fashion show of all the things that I had knitted.
Oh my gosh.
And see, knitting taught me mathematical skills, it taught me patience, it taught me satisfaction of fulfillment, of completing a project, so I had that sense of accomplishment. And it also helped me with the patience. You know, I would get so frustrated because I couldn't read, I couldn't sound out words, and if I, instead of blowing up and throwing everything down, I would pick up my knitting needles and knit, and it helped soothe me in a way. And so knitting has always been instrumental. I knit all the years that the kids were growing up, and then when they became teenagers, they decided they didn't want to wear anything I had knit. So I kind of gave it up for maybe 4 or 5 years and just did, you know, blankets and afghans when I could. And then after the grandbaby started arriving, it just came back with a vengeance. And when you combine those passions, you know, of knitting with writing, that's actually when my career just exploded. Because it resonated with the readers, because it was real. It was real with me, and because it was real with me, they felt that.
Yeah, yeah. Now I have to ask about The Perfect Christmas. That'll be coming out, I believe, in September, October.
October, yes.
And another Christmas book. You must enjoy writing Christmas books.
You know,
I enjoy reading them, so I'm just thrilled that you write one every year.
You know, I'm such a passionate woman. There are just things I just love so much, and Christmas is one of them. And yes, I've done a Christmas book probably every year since about 1993.
Yeah.
So what is that? That's 16 years.
Yeah, yeah.
See my math skills. That knitting helps. So yes, and this one is another romantic comedy, and I'm really excited about it. It's fun. I had so much fun writing it. It's about a woman who's just has to do the find the perfect match. She gets one of those postcards or Christmas cards with a picture of her college friend where they're all dressed alike and they're in this perfect, the perfect family with the perfect Christmas, and she thinks, I'm going to have that too. And so she goes and searches for the perfect husband for the perfect Christmas and hires a matchmaker. And then he gives her 3 tasks she has to complete, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I laughed all the way through it.
Oh, I can't wait.